morning. Happy Friday. I'm Ronnie Huffnagel, owner designer here at Wreath Joy. Y'all, we're going to be designing up this cute little teacup this morning. So as you come in, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're new to watching shopping, type that word register right here in your Facebook comments. It's going to send you a link in your Facebook Messenger. Go to that link and confirm your account. Once your account's confirmed, come back here. Yeah, one item 100, you would type the word sold, hit your space bar 100, hit enter, and one of those items will go into your shopping cart. So if you want multiples of an item, you do have to start another new comment every time you want to add one to your cart. Y'all, I just saw that when I scanned the box, it came up with a duck wreath for the kit. This kit, however, is sold out, so we do have the duck kit still available, which I created that yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday? Yesterday, and it's so stinking cute. So it is up, but the finished design is available for anybody that wants to purchase it. So hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are excited for your weekend. This is going to be literally so simple and easy. It's going to be very cute and simple. All right. So hi, Melinda. How are ya? Good morning, Miss Mary. How are you? All right, y'all. So let's get started. So this right here is going to be our first item we're going to put in, okay? So this is going to be that piece that's going to be dead center. It's the only one we have in the kit, all right? And it is sold $102. It's $3.13. It is an orchid, right? So it's going to go straight into here. But let me see if we have any teacups. I know Cole's going to work on doing some teacup planters if we have them available. So let me see if we do. La, 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 la. Yes, so we do have the butterfly teacup. We spray foamed it with some spray foam. And then the kit came with the moss on top of it, okay? So we're not going to glue anything right now. When I'm done, I'm going to come back in, and I'll just show you because it's easier for here. So I would stick my glue gun under the moss and then squirt it where every stem's at, so that way it will hold it in place, okay? So right there is good. All right, so now we want to come in and put our next bigger flowers in, and we're going to establish, where the placement is all around for these, okay? Blanche, there'll be more teacups at some point in time. I don't believe they're on order for the Christmas season, but they would be coming in next year. So in the springtime. So if I were you, if you want them, I would snag that butterflies one up because that's the last one we have. And then Cole's going to make a kit with the other planter. All right, so now we got this pink one, right? So we got the pink. It is sold $104, $5.09. These are such good value. I mean, they are so inexpensive as far as a hydrangea. These are really, really good, okay? So let me see. I get enough glue right down in there. I'm going to glue this one a little better because it wants to flip-flop a little. My my foam could just have like a little indent that's right there, and I didn't realize it while under the moss. Okay, so we're going to establish some height. I'm going to put that one there. Then bring this one. Ooh, see, this Loctite spoon can be pretty tight going in. So we'll cut this down some. Oh, yeah, Cindy. Everybody's been loving these teacup planters, too. So, yeah, they're really, really nice. For sure. They're coming to open my pool today, y'all. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to be able to go out and sit at my outdoor fireplace and listen to the waterfalls and all of that. That just makes me so happy. For real. Like, very, very happy, I should say. But, okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to put in our yellow flowers now. We're just going to start placing them all in and around. Then we're going to have this lavender that's going to come in, because in this teacup, there's yellow flowers, there's the lavender, there's pink. So we're bringing all that same color theme together. You know what? I wonder if I should put one maybe right up there like that. I think I am going to. Just to bring a little bit of that pink higher. There must be like a dip right here. There is. That's why. I was like, with the spray foam, I'm like, why is them ones in the dead middle not feeling right? That's why. That is why. Okay, so this yellow bush is sold $105, $10.11. We only got 11 left. Did you, Penny? That's awesome. Cindy, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So today, it's beautiful here in PA. It is going to be in the 70s. I'm going to mow some grass. Olga, it's going to be beautiful, right? So these are really great little designs. Then those new little planters we got in the other day, they're going to be super cute. Those are going to be great, like to design up and maybe put on your kitchen counters, you know, sitting maybe by your sink, you know, a little flower design, or in your bathroom, have it sitting on there, you know, the little bathroom sink and stuff. I think that would look really great too. Good morning, Miss Tina. How are you? All right, y'all. So now we're going to come in and we're popping all this stuff in. Okay. So you're basically coming in and filling in all the other areas all around. And trust me, you don't have to be so particular, okay? This kind of design is just gonna be a super full design. So it's basically fill it, all right? Just fill it. That's all you gotta do. Simple, easy peasy. And these colors, you would think like, oh, how well is that pink and yellow and like the purple, blue, white? How's that going to go? Look good. But on the teacup, that's exactly all the colors that are in there. So teacups with poinsettias. Oh, that could be very nice, right? For like Christmas time. Yeah. I think also, y'all, okay, this is a teacup. I think teapots, you know, the little fancy little teapot, I think they would be awesome as a planter. Don't y'all agree? Like, could you imagine? Oh, it would be so pretty as that, for real. Like, that's what I think. That's just what I think. Oh, good, Dina. That's awesome. The teacups, like that little teacup back there is just awesome. So I think they have a lot of the orders already about ready to go out today as far as order-wise. So I think Corey will be packing up all the finished designs today, which will be wonderful for whoever purchased them, which we do appreciate. So, okay, now we're going to come in with the daisies. Y'all, see how fast planter designs are to make? Seriously, if like you got your planters, however many you're going to have, get your spray foam. Okay, so just remember, when you get cans of spray foam, you have to use the whole can. Because if you don't, you won't be able to let the can work after you stop spraying it. You know what I mean? Give it time, it dries up, and you can't get it. okay, to work. So you have to use it all. So plan yourself out with a whole bunch. If you have extra and you don't know what to do with, take a garbage bag or plastic or parchment paper or wax paper, and then you can spray little circle discs on there. It'll expand, and then you can use those to put into other designs or planters or whatever as your stuff. So you can just make a whole bunches of them on that if you don't have any extra planters you wanted to fill. So, but if you have a lot of planters, get them ready to go, and then get your one can, spray it, and yeah. So Cole right now is on his way to Walmart and getting some spray foam, because he's going to be working on that, getting them ready, so that way next week we can make the planters. What wasn't glued? Your teacup from the plate. Yeah, I actually would prefer them not to be glued, in my opinion, but some of them have their glue on it, and some of them, I think that like sticky glue stuff that they had, you know, gets loose on it or what have you. But you can definitely always keep them glued down if you want, but I would prefer them not to be. But Susan, so when Cole did 10, it took two cans to do 10. So you're going to get a lot with your one can. So I'd say you can do five teacups you could do. Just remember, if you use what's called gaps and cracks, it will really expand. So you want to, I would not fill it more than halfway full because of the expansion of it. It will really rise, okay? So, but if you have the Loctite, it's more dense, okay? So it expands, but it's dense, okay? So you could actually do like 2/3 high of it in your can, you know? So, did you, Blanche? Awesome. Yeah, the teacups are, and you listen, you could use these teacups for real flowers too if you wanted. If you could figure a way that you could line the inside of your planter, which you could do, you could take maybe even like a saran wrap, okay? And you could line it in there. You could spray foam, so that way you could then, when it's all done, you could lift it out and put it back in, so you could change out your teacups if you wanted. I mean, that would be a way you could actually do that if you could find a way. So as long as it didn't get a hole in it, then that spray foam won't go through it, you know, and then so then you could just lift it out. So some planters come with liners in them, and so what I say is leave the liners in there, just do your spray foam in the liner, and so it's just going to form to the cup, right? But then you can take it in and out. So if you ever decided you wanted to change that teacup up, you just pull that one out. You could store that away, insert the next one, you know? So, thank you, Darlene. Isn't that a great idea? So I would assume as long as you don't have a hole with your whatever paper lining or whatever plastic, whatever you're going to use down in there, as long as there's no hole, that spray foam won't go through it. It'll just fill all around it. And then that way you can just change them out easy. Because otherwise you just have to pull it out. But then after a long time, you're going to have holes from all the extra stems you're keeping putting in. And so if you can find a way that you can just change them out, I mean, that would be great. You could take this teacup and make it as a Easter one. You could go summery. And heck, you could make it even more patriotic. What the heck's the difference if there's other colors down below on the teacup? You know, it doesn't matter. All right, so this one here, we're going to get this opened. Okay, this daisy bush is sold out. It was fantastic, just so you know. This is a fantastic bush. All right, so this one here is this lavender pick. So I have to figure out how I can break this down. All right, that's not bad. Because we want our lavender stems in the middle to be sticking up. Because on this teacup, there is lavender on it. So I told Cole whenever he was doing it, I'm like, he come in and showed me all the things. I said, see if we have lavender. I'm like, not the color lavender, the actual plant lavender. I'm like, because we have it on the teacup. He found it in the store, like, oh, good, good, good. So, all right. So let's get our lavender added in these spots in here. And they'll be like poking out. Come up higher. Bring that one down a little lower. Now listen, y'all, if you put your spray, your moss in, don't glue the moss down. Because when that moss dries, it is extremely difficult to poke a plastic stem through it. If you had steel pick machines, totally fine. But if you do not, you don't want to have it glued. I always say wait till the end and then come back with your glue gun, go under your moss and start spraying. That's what I would do. And that is what I do. Because otherwise, you're going to just sit there and struggle and struggle and struggle with trying to get your plastic stem to go through a hard glue. And then it gets frustrating. So don't do that to yourself. You are welcome, Miss Blanche. You're welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. So see, we got those in there. Now we have these little pieces. And then all the little yellow or white daisies we're going to put in. Hopefully I have some of these white daisies that are long enough. I might have to put extensions on them. I certainly am going to have to put extensions on them. All right. For sure. All right, so some of these daisy stems are not very long. So I have to find some stems that are longer. So it's easy to do, y'all. Okay, so you'll just need your floral tape. Okay. The fabric, I think it's called fabric moss. Let me look. Because I don't have the bag up here. Okay, so we have the moss in all different colors. So this one I was using today is yellow, but we do have it in a blue. So I'm going to pull up all the colors. Sold 108. It is a big bag, like a very, very big bag. So sold 108. If you do 10 teacups, you have still about half of the moss left. So you have a lot of moss for a lot of different designs, okay? So it's a pretty big bag. Then another color we have the green. It's the light green. We only got 4 bags of that one left. It sold 109. And so this moss is a fabric moss. So it's faux. It's awesome. So it's not near as messy. And then we have, let me see. Here's the yellow that is in this one. Okay, it sold 110, $14.50. Then we have it in white, which, let me give you an idea. Like if you're doing some designs for winter, you can make it look like snow because it's pretty white and it's like snow. And then we have red. So here's red. So this is another nice one. Sold 112. And then we have it in purple. And we have 3 pink ones left. 3 light pink. It sold 114. And then We have a dark green. It's sold $115. We have black, which is going to be awesome for Halloween designs, okay? And then we have only one brown one left, and that's the last one. German status. I'm not even sure what that is, Kathy. You'd have to tell me what the heck that is. Never even heard of it. All right, so we're going to just cut these down. I have it just from one of my other bushes, okay? This is going to be an extension, so I can extend my stems on that bush longer. I should have paid attention. I would have tried to cut them longer, and I wasn't thinking. But in case you do it, this is an easy way for you to know. Okay, so have yourself some floral tape. You're going to find your extension right here, okay? Now, just remember that floral tape, you have to stretch it for it to stick to itself. So give it a little bit of a tug as you're spinning it, okay? And then we just made our stem longer so we can put our daisies where we want now. See that? Now it can reach to be in the higher areas of where I want to place it. Okay, just like that. I think I'm gonna go a little shorter. There we go. Okay, so it's pretty simple to pick them with just some other stems that you have. If you have really strong, stiff stems that you cut off, y'all, keep them in a nice little spot, okay? Because you never know when you have to do something like this, okay? And you want them to be pretty stiff so it's easy to go into the foams. So you don't want those ones that are more rubbery. No point in saving those ones because you'll have a heck of a time getting them down in. But you can definitely go with the stiffer ones that are harder and use those. This one might be long enough for right in this spot. This one is not. It's dried and use it in arrangement. Never even heard of it, Kathy. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, the moss is amazing. Yes, it definitely is. Hi, Miss Jean. Thank you. So see, and now all of these daisies are just filling in all the little gaps that are down in here. And spreading out some of the color, you know, and yeah. And it looks great. Looks great. Looks great. Let me see. Is that one going to be long enough? That'll be long enough to go down here. Like this. Today was Carter's last day of school, y'all, so I'm excited to see him again sometime soon. That will be nice. I've missed a little bugger. I haven't seen Zach yet here today, so I don't know if they had something they had to go do or anything, so I haven't heard yet. So, but Cole's good. I saw him. He's going into town for getting the stuff to make some planters, get them ready for us to do kits next week. Do you like it that we put the spray foam in there for you guys? I figured you would like us to just spray foam them when we're making the kits. I can't do that for just selling individual teacups and stuff because I won't have enough. You just waste all the cans because if only one person buys and wants to spray foam in it, well, then I have to waste the whole entire can of spray foam because I don't have any other ones to do, you know? So, It's a great help. Good. That way when you get them, you can just totally just start designing, you know? All right, let me see. Where do I need some wet? I'm thinking right here. All right, look at that. Y'all, and I'm like done, which is crazy to think. All right, I'm not so sure if I like all this leaf here. Cut a couple of these leaves out. They're just a little too big. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is perfect. All right. Get this little piece right down in here. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Look at that. That is great. So cute. Lynette, we did 10 planters with that moss for this teacup size. And we had half the bag still left. So a lot. An absolute lot. So it's definitely something that you can, that moss is going to last you a while. And it's just not messy. It's so clean. It's, look at this. Isn't this cute? Oh my heavens. Look at that. So here it is up close, right? Hold on. I saw something I need to do. I need to move this one over just a little bit. There we go. All right, look at that. Oh my goodness. That is perfect. Put that one up that way. See, I see things as I go around it. Okay, look at that. Isn't that just so pretty to just sit on your stand or even outside if you have a little porch with a little table there, have that just sitting on your porch when you're out there watching the birds and all of that. I don't have a butterfly, but I could probably put something on here. Let me see what I got. I can probably put a couple bees for it, but totally add some butterflies, y'all, into it. And then we're going to throw some glue into here right now, too. There's a bee. See that bee just flying around right there? Y'all, our honeybees we caught the other day, they're making honey, and they're so happy in their little bee box, you know, that they do. So we're so excited. We're gonna have some fresh honey this year. So I love that. I could probably put an orange butterfly. Let's see if I like the orange on it. Or not. Oh yeah, we could put an orange butterfly. But let me come back in here and throw my glue on first before I put the butterfly in. It is a great Mother's Day gift. Yes. Yes. So, and they're just so quick to make, y'all. I mean, honestly. Now, clearly the most expensive thing on here is going to be your teapot, right? So, everything else is pretty darn inexpensive. What if you know, doing it. So the moss, if you buy a big bag of moss, that will be the other big expense, but that moss is gonna last. Like, you could, basically for each teapot, let's just say, if it's $14, you can get 20 teacups for $14. I mean, it's less than $1 you have invested in your moss on each cup, you know. So, and y'all, I'm just underneath the moss doing my squirting. That way you don't see it or anything like that. You see it smoking there, y'all. And for best friends, I know, right? Okay, so we got to be there and be there. Let's do a butterfly right here. Right about here. So let's snag that in there, into there. Now, thing about these wire on these butterfly wires, as long as there's enough greenery, you don't have to actually stick it into the styrofoam. Just as long as you get it within the greenery of the stem, and it can hold on to one of those. Like that. So see, I got a butterfly there. We have a bee that looks like he's flying. There's another bee in here. Where is it? Oh, and then this bee right there. You'll see that? Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. Perfect. It's perfect. Y'all, for our little friend that is up here, we have I have a heart trap coming for our little friend that is up here. So we're going to catch him, and then we're going to move him to the back fields, because he's just a little guy where he came from. So we're going to move him. A little stinker. So it's supposed to be here today. Y'all, I'm going to actually do the kit that I scanned last night. I'm going to start the base for it, so that way, you know, I won't get it all done, but at least I can do the base on it. So this is the Nautical Wreath Kit, all right? We have 8 kits available. It's $80.51. There is a lot in it, and the reason the price is higher is because of the deluxe ribbons that are in it, all right? So you get all of this stuff and a bag with the fishnet. You're getting 3 ribbons, 2 deluxe ones. So this is why the price is starting, it will go up, is because of that. So we're gonna get our mesh on here. Maybe we'll end up having the sign added, we'll see. But I have an idea what I wanna do with the net, so we're gonna play with it. All right, so let's just do that. And there's the sign. Okay, so the frame that is in here is this metallic blue. It is sold $119, $5.87. Again, this is when we were able to get frames at a very inexpensive price. So this is a good deal. So if you need to snag them up, I would do that sooner than later. So, no, Tina, that one was sold out. Yep, that teacup set was sold out. So, unfortunately. All right, so this mesh right here is a fabric mesh. Really nice. Okay, and we have 5 left, y'all. So this is good for fall. Farmhouses. We're using it for the beach theme. Okay, so I'm going to start this one up at the top. And you'll see why at the end. Okay, so we're going to come up here at the top. We're going to do 12.5-inch poofs. Okay, so we're going to make this have a big tail hanging down. So you're going to get to see that crazy sauce that I'm going to do. We'll see if it comes together the way I'm thinking. Okay, Tina. They're just so cute, the teacups, honestly. This mesh is very nice to work with. It's like a softer kind of mesh. It's really nice. And it doesn't have that burlappy, dusty stuff that makes, you know, some people sneeze and breathing it in. Okay, so I'm going to open back up that tie right there because I don't want a lot of stacking to happen. Okay, and I'm just going to bring it down to the bottom, like in a straight down tight way. Now we're going to come around and do that. Bottom. Frames had gone up in price. It depend, like that one point in time they did go up in price. And then we had ordered when it wasn't like a ton, you know, and then, you know, things change in prices all over the world with things, you know. So, and tariffs and all of that stuff. So when that happens, everything goes up, you know, but we had bought these. I bought immense amounts. Do y'all remember when the virus had happened, you know? When there was a wreath frame shortage? When I anticipated that to happen, and so I literally bought like 80 cases. I bought the whole company out of all their frames that they had in stock, which seemed at the time like it was crazy. Like we ordered that all in. So we had like, I don't even know, like 1,500 of a white frame, and it was like this giant stack in our warehouse. And so everybody was out of frames, and literally people were buying them by like 50 at a time. It was crazy. You could literally watch every day the pile going right down. It was crazy. And we had all the colors like that. But the white one, we had the most. We had like 1,500 of them. It was crazy. It was funny when I placed the order for it, they called me up and said, did you mean to order 80 of those? Or were you meaning 8? You know, I was like, nope, I wanted 80. They're like, okay. So yeah, so we actually never, ended up running out of that white one. But I mean, people literally 50 at a time. It was crazy. I was like, what in the world? I wasn't expecting them to do that, but I just didn't. I was like, you know what? I don't ever want to be out without wreath frames. That would be terrible, you know? And so I wanted to make sure. And so this is all at the time before the shortage. So that was years ago. This is how long we've had these frames around. So when you can get them at a good deal at that time, because I was buying such mass quantities. Yeah. And so, and Miss Jean, everything has gone up in price. Let's just, so, yep, everything's gone up. Unfortunately. All right, so here's where it's going to get a little different and fun, okay? So I opened that tie back up. I'm gonna put this in here. Now, we are going to be making a tail. So this wreath is gonna end up being a lot longer. All right, so we're gonna cut it right about here. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take it right here and make a knot. Right, Miss Jean? Okay. And I'm gonna oval this one, I think. So what you're gonna have is, this is what's gonna happen, but I'm also gonna have that fishing net that's gonna end up coming down here with the seashells. So I think it's gonna look pretty cool. All right, so we still have some of this mesh left over. It's a great filler mesh if you're doing those like pine-based ones. Now we're gonna take this mesh here and put it on it. It's sold $121, $7.42. Honestly, I don't even know if I've ever used this mesh, this color. This will be the first time, I believe. I don't remember what I would have made using it, you know? Yeah, it is a plan to my madness here. Absolutely. There is a method to this madness. Because guess what? If you don't like it, you can just cut it off. I have another plan that I'm going to show you guys about something when we do that Highland Cow. So you definitely want to tune in then, because I have a little fun technique to show you that you can do with it that I think y'all will love. That I thought about the other day. So you're just going to go, we're cutting them 19 inches until you don't have any mesh left. Because we need 18 pieces, so you should have realistically that and then a little extra. It'll be fabulous. It's going to be fabulous. Yep. So, but we're gonna make it pretty. Ooh, I think these colors are gonna look good with that brown. Who knows? I might end up liking this so much that I'll be doing some more like this. A pink bow to the cow. Oh, I could. That little Highland Cow one. Oh, I should have had a pink hat. Maybe I can find a pink hat. And I just save it and keep it for Baylin's room. I think they did a Highland Cow, didn't they? I think they did a Highland Cow wreath already for her room. Melinda, let me see. Today's Friday. I might end up doing it tomorrow morning. If I end up getting this one done by tonight, I might do it tomorrow morning. Because it has the hat and everything on that one. So, it'll be fun. All right, y'all. So, here we go. We're going to fold this. Oh yeah, that's a good color with this brown. I like it. Miss Donna, Titan is my only one left now since we just lost Astra, but he's in the house. I just took him for his little golf cart ride. He loves it, y'all. He so loves going on the golf cart. Honestly, if we rode around for 12 hours a day, he would be perfectly happy riding on the golf cart for that long. I'm not kidding. When we're done riding, he doesn't want to get off of it. It's just like, come on, let's keep going. I want to go for some more golfy cart rides. Like, if I say, you want to go on a golf cart, he is, like, ready to go. Like, now, you know? So, he's funny. Zach and Chelsea are planning on doing a live tonight. Usually on Fridays, they tend to do the lives, but I haven't talked to them today yet, so I don't know if Chelsea's working today or not, but we'll find out. Oh, Melinda, it's just so fun to take him. He loves it. He really does. He doesn't ever want to chase bunnies, but he sure wants to chase groundhogs. And he has to check every groundhog hole on our farm. He knows where they are too. It's so funny. If we let him get down, he runs to every groundhog hole and looks down in them to see if there's one there. Unfortunately, I have to do something about my groundhogs that are right beside my house because I have so many now that are digging holes everywhere. It's like, guys, you have all these fields that you could be in, and you want to come here right by my other barn and made 5 big holes right there. And then they pile up the dirt, and then they're little turkeys. But I think they're so cute to watch, you know. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to get these guys to move. So we have way too many, and now they have babies. I don't need to have like 100 and some groundhogs right here at my house. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. And actually, she got really sick on Mother's Day, right after we had just heard about Baylin. It was a very tough week for us. Very, very tough. And then this last week, Tom brought her ashes home, and I was sobbing. And we spread them in our flower bed where we have that waterfall and koi pond. Well, the dogs, both of them loved going in there when they're hot, and they lay on the waterfall and the water just running past them. So we had a sign that was made, Ashton Titans Water Park, so we spread the ashes around that sign. So, oh, thank you, Blanche. Yes, they love it. Oh my gosh, Jean, I know, right? I mean, I love them. I did, Jody. I already did the teacup. Yep. It is back there on the floor. It's so cute. Turned out lovely. So I'm trying to get the mesh on here, and then that netting. If I can get that all on here right now. I hear Zach now coming in. Then the easy part to finish this wreath is good. But I figure I have some time. I might even actually be able to finish it. We'll see. Because Tom and I are going to go to lunch when he comes home, but he said he would be done around 12:30, so then it takes him a half hour to get home. And then we're going to go have some lunch today. So that will be nice. Y'all see this? This is looking so good. Seriously. Like, I am loving the colors together. It's so nice. With the netting, Jean? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, huh? So is everybody's grandkids and stuff all out of school now? Finished with it for the year? Or do they go into June? We used to always go to like June 7th or 8th or something like that. Because we always started school after Labor Day. Now kids start before Labor Day. So... Miss Donna, well, thank you. I actually, you would be surprised what I eat right now. Like, there's times where I eat a box of Twinkies in a couple days, and today I had this raspberry Danish, probably like this big. So thankfully, once I got off of all of those medicines they had me on for fibromyalgia, and then I did do the Zepbound for a while and stuff, and I'll take that every once in a while when I think that I'm eating too much or my cravings are crazy or whatever. But yeah, I think it boosted my metabolism completely because I eat all kinds of stuff now, like totally unhealthy things anymore. Like that raspberry Danish today was so good. I've been having them like for the past couple weeks. You know, every time I order groceries, I have to get one. So, I am Stacy gonna be the one for making that. Yep, I'll definitely am. Put the hat on the cow. It's gonna be cute. So I'll show you all how to do that and how cute it'll look. And we will end up ovaling, making the wreath frame oval. So that way you have enough space with your cow and your hat, and then you row them below them. Oh, really, Miss Paula? Wow. Yeah. Oh, you did too, Glenda? Yeah. I always was like wondering why kids went back to school like just a couple days before Labor Day, and I was like, that's just so strange. And then all of a sudden now you're gonna have off a little longer weekend. It's like, why don't you just wait until start after Labor Day and let kids just finish their long summer out and be done? But I don't know. But now they started to switch that up with every school. I think they're all seem to be before Labor Day. I'm always shocked about those that start school in like beginning of August. I'm like, wow. But if yins are already out like a while ago, I mean, that's probably why. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this last little piece here, and I want to try to put something down here with this. All right. So I'll have to use, I'm just going to do a standard ruffle. Standard ruffle. Okay, and I'm going to pop that right onto there. Okay. Use a pipe cleaner. Oh yeah, Jean, just, yep, makes it a little bit elongated. And so then you'll have a little more room for like a bigger attachment. Oh, okay, Tina. Well, you got little tiny babies, huh? Oh my gosh. Tina's last little grandson. Oh my gosh, his complexion is just so awesome. You can tell him his Glamour Huffnagel loves his skin color. It is so pretty. So pretty. Okay, so y'all see that? Looks like a little bow down there, huh? Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the netting now. All right, we want this netting to be put on here. So, scan that. This decorative fish net is sold $122. It's $5, so it's on sale. It's like half off, y'all. All right. Okey-dokey. Let's see what we can do with the netting. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. So, I need to me see. We're gonna take and tie this. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Oh, that's good. Miss Stacy, ready for the summer break, huh? Got a little tickle in my throat here. Jeez. All right. So then we're gonna wrap that right up here too. Goodness. There we go. Right there. Actually, I think I'm going to do a zip tie. Oh, kind of rotate that. There we go. Boom. Let me get my nose. Maybe this netting has something that makes me tickly. Oh, that's awesome, Stacy. They're gonna have a lot of fun then. Okay, so now we're just gonna wrap this net around the wreath. And pull it up and down and around up here. All right, I'm gonna zip it to my wireframe up here. Okay, it kind of looks funny on the screen compared to what it looks like in person here. But once we start adding all the stuff, it's gonna look awesome. And then we'll be making little bow tie things. Okay. So this piece down here, we got our net hanging. We'll end up putting a bow down here, okay? So we got this going on right now. All right, let me sign this. All right, so this sign is sold $123, $3.30. We only have 6 available. So I think I need to make my bow first, to be honest. Then I can place my sign exactly, because we're gonna have a big bow here, and then I'll have a little tiny bow down here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Yeah, so then we're gonna end up having some little loopy kind of things that we're gonna use to go in and out, okay? So let's make our bow. Add that in. And I better turn my glue on because I turned it off because I didn't think I was gonna finish this. But I may very well, you never know. Okay, so you got 2 deluxe ribbons that are in this kit. That's why the kit is a little more expensive. But again, you're gonna have a lot of ribbon left over. It's gonna be amazing. It's $15.25, and this one is, however, sold out. It's a navy blue. It has that stripe backing, which is awesome. All right, so we're gonna have some nice tail coming down. I'm gonna do like an 8-inch loop. I'm debating here, y'all. Oh, that's so pretty. Seriously, that is pretty ribbon. Now, I want to see if I want to put this on the top of that or if I want to put it at the bottom of that. On the underside or the top side. I think I want it on the underside. So, I have to keep that over here. I hear cold gluing. Well, I'll have to redo it. Okay, so then this ribbon here, it has sailboats and crabs and anchors and all of that stuff, right? So we're going to do another 8-inch loop with this one. Okay. And then come back in here with this. 8-inch loop. My 8-inch. There we go. And now we're going to come in with this 7/8 inch deluxe satin in the navy blue. It's really nice. We have a lot of these available, y'all. And we're going to do another, like a 7-inch loop. Yep, that's good. Y'all are being quiet right now. You guys are concentrating, huh? Concentrating. All right. So now, oh, deluxe ribbons are great. And the price of them compared to like Fair Silks is amazing. So, to me, they're great. And they're just as good as Fair Silk, but a whole lot better on her pocketbook, especially nowadays, right? So, all right, there we go. So, let me see. Okay. Here we go. Give some big old honkin' loops. Just like that. So now, when we put this on here, right here, up at the top. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. yes. Taking a break from making 300 groundhog cookies. I don't think I ever know what a groundhog cookie is or maybe it was that a type error. Maybe that's a type error or something. Is there such a thing as a groundhog cookie? If there is, I want to try it. I never even heard of such a thing. Remember, push your wire back into the center of your wreath. Really? Oh my gosh, Cindy, I have never heard of that. My goodness. That is crazy awesome. Who would have thought? Sheesh. I'd have never thought that. Maybe I should do it this way. Yeah. There we go. The seashell is definitely gonna go right there in my bow. Oh yeah. All right, so let's get this seashell right here. Or do we want to get the smaller one? Oh, maybe the smaller one right there. We're gonna go with the smaller one. Really, Cindy, I would love to see what those look like. You'll have to send me a picture one. I have never heard of it. Okay, so we're gonna glue that right into this spot, right there. I'm gonna use this here. All right, get it down in there. There we go. Okay, so we got our bow there, right? Now we're gonna get our sign on. Right up here. I think I'll put it right about there. All right, I need floral wire. Oh, Miss Edna, awesome. Well, thank you for all the love and support over the years, that's for sure. There we go. Now, I'm gonna fish that down in here. Oh, really, Cindy? You are awesome. The Easter bread lady. I seriously have never heard of this groundhog bread or cookies. That is great. Shape of a groundhog. I just can't wait to see what it looks like. Like, it's just one of those things like, really? Wow, that's awesome. All right, now I'm gonna get this one down in here. Let's see, where's this at? Give me that. Glenda, I think everybody's craft room is out of control, right? If we have a room that's called craft room, we all know that it's a train wreck. Okay. All right. Now we have that in there. Now I'm going to add some more little bow things up here, okay? So we're going to carry that up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in and do some loopity doopities, all right? Oh, you're very welcome, Edna. Absolutely. Thank you guys for all the love and kindness that you guys have showed us over the years, for real. It's just been awesome and amazing for us to see, especially these last few weeks because of everything. And the next little while, you know? Okay, so we're having like a one long tail and a short tail. Okay, so whenever I put this in over here, and we're gonna go with this guy as well. But this guy is only gonna be not having a tail that's tucked. Okay. And he'll probably have some longer tail. Let's just go like that. I'm gonna then just only put, I think, just a tail with this. Voila. All right. You want to see this? So this little bow is going to go right up into here. Okay. I better zip it. They find out next week, Miss Gloria. Yeah, they have a doctor's appointment meeting with the surgeon and all of these things, you know. So that is next week. They're doing 5 different appointments all in one day, because all of them are down in Pittsburgh. So we will find out then. All right, let me get floral wire. Hi, Miss Judy, how are ya? So go like this. All right. Now, let's get that added in up here. Yeah, Miss Judy, I'm doing pretty good today. Yep. Thankfully, right? Thankfully. Doing good. So. All right. So this one is just a tail. It's going to be up here. Man, my nose is so itchy today. All right, and then we're going to spiral this one. Oh, I gotta cut it at an angle. And then we're gonna pinch this in. Use the tie that's on the frame. And twist it in there. Okay. And then make sure this is cut at a good angle. There we go. right, so we got that one on that side. Now we're gonna put something over here. I need one in the dead center up here as just a tail. Just a tail. Okay. I need to move that out of the way. This is so big. I need to get this right here. Put that there. All right, now down here, I'm just gonna do, maybe just a loop like that, I think. All right, so. Love how I did the net. Oh, it looks really good whenever I'll show you here in a minute. It's pretty great with this here tail that I created with my mesh. All right, so now I gotta get this in here. Stacy, yep, I'll be listing this today as soon as I'm done. Yep. So you guys can purchase this finished design. As long as I get it finished today. Before my husband gets home and we have to go and get some lunch. Because I am getting hungry. I should probably put a little piece of that in there, just to bring some of that up there. Yep, better. So how have you guys all been? Y'all been good? All right. Let's get this added in here. Just a little tail. Cindy, it can be sent straight here to me or Zach, or, you know, if you even put Zach and Chelsea, or Ronnie, Zach and Chelsea, or something, it's totally fine. Whichever. It all comes just right to us all here. So, you are awesome, though. I have never heard of this kind of a cookie, though. I mean, for real. That is just crazy. Groundhog cookie. All right. Now I'm going to take this down here. Right to there. All right. Cut it. Okay. Here's all the deluxe ribbons. done. And now we get to glue in all the other fun stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to get this other one of these popped in up here. Let me look. Yes, we is. We're gonna glue that bad boy right into there. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. I also need a little bow down here though. So I'm gonna just only use this ribbon for down there. Oh, wait till we add the flowers. The flowers are gonna make it. So we just need a little bit of a bow for at the bottom. It's like a little bow tie bow. Okay. There we go. And then we can zip that baby right onto there. Oh, Miss Judy, I'm so sure. Yeah, I'm so sure. Just life in itself is not the same, right? Like, I think to myself, I don't want to do life without Tom. You know? So, yeah, I can't imagine. Can't imagine. All right. Now, we got that down here. I got an angled tail there. I gotta get an angled tail here. Now we can get the glue in. All right, bow at the bottom. Let's get our florals added. And then this bad boy is done. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens, oh my heavens. Okay, so let's cut these florals all up. All right, I'm gonna scan all the florals because then I'm just gonna cut them all apart right now. This one is sold $129, $4.49. Okay. I'm gonna take all three of those out. And then this one here is it's like a paper grass, paper flower bead spray right here. We're gonna break it down into its multiple pieces. And that way I can count them and see where and how I'm gonna plot this out. Okay, then this one is a star flower, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is a star flower. It is sold $131, $3.99. I think that last spray, we only have like 4 or 5 of those left, I think I just saw. So if you want that one, you know, get it, because it's going to be sold out before we know it. All right. So this one has 7 pieces to it. Okay. And then this beautiful daisy is sold $132, $6.50. We have 35 left, so. All right. Push it all up. Okay, Cindy, I'll have to check it out. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see. That is so funny. You are just awesome. Thank you. Seriously, you didn't have to do that. Okay, now let's get to gluing, right? All right. So this one is gonna come in right there. How many of these do we have? 3, 6, 9, we have 12. All right. We can start gluing all over this place. Like this one. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm gluing into the actual fabric mesh, y'all, the brown, because it's a fabric, and so it will really hold it. I'm gonna put this one, I think, right into there. Oh yes, that is so pretty. So pretty. It's super hard, Judy. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I know, nobody's commenting. They must be all just sitting here learning or something. Being shy or something today. I think this one is going to look fantastic. Just telling you, y'all. It's going to be fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, I want to put a flower down here in the center of this little bow. So I need a short little stem. All right. So I can come right in there. in. See? We have a little floral stem right there in the middle of our bow. I need, I think, another, maybe something in there, but we'll see. All right, let's get into this area here. Oh yeah, the beach people would absolutely where you're at, right, Judy? Yep. Gonna have to tell them all, be like, gotta go check out Wreath Joy. I can teach them how to make a cool nautical beach wreath. Because anybody can do this, truly. Truly, you can. Truly, truly. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is looking good. There's a lot of flowers to add into this. So this is great. Thank you, Judy. All right, we have some more of these to get added in. One right there. In the middle of this one. Come on. There we go. Separate out some. Yo, look how nice that's looking. It looks good. Looks good. There you go, Glenda. There you go. That's the way to do it. You might not be able to get to the beach, but you make your own beach room, right? Oh, Adriana, it's on like a hold in a sense right now because everything is going on with Baylin, first off. But the DEP stuff, we have to wait till they work this all out. So it's a pain in the behind, let's just say. A pain in the behind. And we don't like having to deal with it, if I'm being honest. They're an absolute royal pain. So we're weighing all of our options and stuff too. So, because who knows, we might just move out of Pennsylvania. So, and it'll be their own fault. Because they're ridiculous and don't like to work with people. You know? Alright, I gotta see where I can get these. Maybe there and there. I have a big bare spot over here. No, there. I think right there and there. For those ones. Oh, did you, Judy? Now you do know. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Now you know. All right. Maybe I should put one right there. I think I might. I think I might. Right down here. Okay, we got some more good stuff here. Let's get this one added in. I'll put that around the bow. Come on. Miss Marianne. No, they go to doctors next week to meet with the surgeon and stuff like that. But no, nothing different. Unfortunately. But they have a lot of ultrasounds and scans and things like that that they got to do next week. So we'll know a lot more then too. So okay. Now this one hang from the bottom of the bow. I have lost more weight. Miss Judy, I'm not so sure. I don't ever weigh myself, to be honest. But I've been eating a lot of sweets. Let's just say that. A lot of sweets. So I'd be surprised if I did, to be honest. But we are under a lot of stress too. So you know how stress affects us, right? Okay, I got a couple more of these things to do. I got all this gluey stuff here. All right, I think I want to put another one of these down here with that. I think so. I know, worry probably will get ya. Oh my gosh, Miss Marianne, they have a whole bunch of gifts to open. A whole bunch. So he's gonna do it, him and Chelsea together. So that's nice. All right, now we have, how many more? 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna get one here. Right there. That's pretty. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now, let me see. Let me make sure there's no other. Oh, yeah, there's another spotlight right over there. Here we go. I heard my husband just pull in. Down there chatting with Zach. Okay, let me see. Right there is a good one. Last one, y'all. Last one. Perfect. All right, y'all. So if you guys want this kit, it is the Blue Nautical Wreath. It's $80.51. I'm going to create a listing. And you guys can purchase it for, it'll be $89.99. Because it's got to go in a big box, y'all. Okay, Ronnie's finished nautical wreath, 89.99. All right, and it's today is all right, y'all, so there's the finished design listed right now. So I'm going to show you what this beauty looks like right now. So here it is Okay, so this will be hanging from the bottom of your door. Look, y'all see that? Look how cute that is right down there. Okay, and you got your seashells and all of that, and here it is. Isn't this just great? All right, so let me show you the actual wreath itself is right there. Wow. I don't know what it's showing on camera, but let me tell you, in person, it looks phenomenal. So whoever's going to end up having this, I think you're going to really love it. It's so pretty. Like, I think I might add, let me see. I believe I have some sand dollars or something in here. I thought I did anyway. I do. All right. So I have some sand dollars. I'm just going to pop a couple in for whoever purchased this finished one. So all right, let's add a pretty little sand dollar tucked in right there. Pretty little sand dollar tucked right there. Yeah, just a little something, something to be tucked in. We'll put one down into that floral part. There you go. Oh, Miss Stacy, you got it. Oh, Stacy, you're going to love it then. Thank you so, so much. All right, y'all. So listen, we are going to be done for today. I'm not sure if the boys will be live at 3:30. I don't know if Cole made kits or not. I believe he probably didn't, but I don't know. But anyways, have a good day. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll see you all next time. Bye, y'all.